What's up, guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. It is our Friday night live chat, and your girl decided to skip the wine tonight because I am on call. And when I tell y'all that they are working your girl, it's already been a crazy night. Hey, Miss Lovely J. Hey, Sarah Sweets. Hey, Ashley. Yes, it is finally Friday. Hey, Miss Sanchez. Oh, thank you so much. So yes, guys, if y'all hear a ding, a dang, a phone, a ring, your girl is on call. So we're gonna try to make it do what it do and make it through a live without me being interrupted. But I'm just being honest, I've been interrupted the last hour. So I'm guessing it's gonna continue. Hey Rainier, hey Mika. Hey Krista, I am ready for the real you be. Oh, thank you for welcoming to Vlogmas Day 17. Hold on, one thing. I got one email I need to reply to. Thank you for the update. Okay, that works. Okay, yeah, I know this is so rude. But they be working your girl. But welcome, welcome, welcome. How was y'all week? We are finally here. It is Friday. Hey, sugar. All right, let's go. Make sure no voicemails. Think we in the clear, y'all. Think we in the clear. Okay, let's close all of that. Put you down and hope you don't ring anymore. But I think I spoke. Okay, so yes, anyway, guys, welcome. How's y'all's week? I know I've been seeing y'all in and out every day this week. I end up having a really good week, even though I had that really crazy, stupid day. I ended up having a really good week. Like today was Friday. It ended up being a good Friday. Like it wasn't as busy as I would expect it. And like the issues that I'm dealing with now is not even really customer related issues. It is user error, co-worker error. But we're gonna get it together because I am vowing that I am no longer giving people a pass. Like I can no longer not say anything when stuff is presented and it's stupid. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, you gotta go by whatever Crystal say. No, I don't mean that. I mean just good old standard common sense stupid. Like if by the common sense meter this will be considered stupid, I'ma speak on it. That's how we gonna do it. Cause it's been some crazy stuff and I'm just at the point where I can't be quiet anymore. Like I'm doing myself a disservice by being quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody else get to voice their opinions and voice how they feel. Well, it's time for Crystal to use her voice, but not in the way they want me to, because I know they want me to pop off and be the angry black woman and be aggressive, but I ain't even gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do it nice, nasty, very professionally, but in the same sense, you gonna know that I'm calling you stupid to your face. Like you gonna know. Hey, Alana, how you doing? I'm finally on winter vacation in Chile. Oh, cool, sis. Man, like I don't have like a vacation, but I do have next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. So your girl is ready for that little 4 days, y'all, because I just be needing to heal my mind. I caught myself trying to do Vlogmas this year, but I wasn't really ready, so I'll just get refocused. You got it, sis. And I know, like, first things first, look, I don't want to say nothing just yet, because you know it's just day 17, but your girl ain't missed today. I've been doing so good. It has been a struggle because like I said, trying to like work all day, and I call myself whenever Vlogmas started like recording early so I could be a day ahead as far as like editing and stuff, but then it ended up not working out because you know, Miss Lovely J, you a YouTuber. Like sometimes when you think you're gonna get a lot of footage of something, you really don't. Or by the time you edit it down, it really ain't a lot of footage. So yeah, that's kind of what happens. Like that's what happened at my Christmas party, especially the day it was stupid. Like my goal was to record that party, and that'll be my footage for the day, but it ended up being nothing to actually record. So it was like, oh shoot, what am I gonna do? So Vlogmas really is like, you have to really plan for it. So if you messed up, it's okay, girl, because most years, like this is our 6th year doing it. But I remember last year I think I missed like 3 days. The year before that, like, I wasn't being really consistent. So this year, like, just for myself, I really appreciate you guys and the love and support that y'all are showing during Vlogmas. But I also too didn't want to let myself down, and I was like, you know what, Crystal, you got this. It's probably gonna be tough on some days, but you got this. So it's been really good. But as she said, almost done being my team's Friday night chauffeur and chaperone. I know what you mean. Man, especially now since it's actually like people going places and doing stuff. Like, oh my God, me and baby's supposed to go shopping Sunday, I think. And my mama was like, look, wear you something comfortable, baby, because them lines are out the door and it is a lot going on. So it's just people everywhere. Like, everybody is open back up, you know. But I'm excited because the gift that I thought that was coming tomorrow actually came today, and I wrapped it and it's under the tree. So technically I'm like officially like finished with Courtney. I do need to get her a stocking stuffer, and I do know what I'm gonna get. I just gotta go get it. So yeah, we officially like wrapped. I did wrap the gift and everything, so it is under the tree, honey, and I am ready for next Saturday. I am so ready. And there was something else I had to tell y'all. Oh, I am gonna go, like, we're gonna go shopping this weekend because I need to just finish like everybody else. But like I said, I kind of know what I'm gonna get people. So y'all, it's coming to an end. Christmas is legit next Saturday. Like, I swear it was just December 1st. And then I don't know if it's because we are doing Vlogmas. So you're like doing Vlogmas, watching people Vlogmas videos. Like, it's going so super fast. Today is already day 17. Precisely, I had some pre-recorded footage, but after posting it, I had nothing. I looked up and it was 17 already. Yes, that's how it is. That is how it is. And like I said, whenever like you really are busy or something doing Vlogmas, like, and then it will be different if, like, I do see some people do Vlogmas weeks, like this Vlogmas weekly vlog, or they clump 2 days together or something like that. So pretty much, you know, it's not really any rules to Vlogmas. It is supposed to be like a vlog every single day leading up to Christmas, but it's your channel. That's why I call YouTube. So, you know, you can find you something that works for your channel or whatever. But I know, sis, especially like I said, those days come by so, I mean, the hours themselves come by so quick, because it's like when I get off at 3, I'm like, oh shoot, if I don't have anything recorded and edited, and then it's the uploading process, and then you need to have it up technically before midnight, because that means it's on the same, like, y'all, it'd be stressful. It'd be really stressful. Hey, Crystal, Chantel, how you doing? But anyway, guys, like I said, it is Friday and your girl is just chilling out. I came home and I actually like laid down. I told baby, I said, is this what people do before a show? Like, they come in, they go in their dressing room and they chill. Your girl laid down a bit and just rested my mind. Like I said, I really didn't have too bad of a day at work. It was, you know, standard and the crazy stuff. So I'm gonna tell y'all this quick story time. So I had an emergency order that needed to go out. The man called the emergency order in at, oh my God, it had to be like 10 a.m. this morning. Yeah, it was definitely before 11 a.m. And emergency orders are supposed to go out within 4 hours, right? So anyway, the man ended up calling me back about 3, and he was like, hey, I just want to check because I haven't got my emergency order yet, and like literally my patient is leaving at 4:30, and then I'm gonna shoot the deuce too. So do you know what time? So I get with transport. I'm like, hey, do you know what time he's gonna get this emergency order that technically is late? But anyway, do you know what time? And he was like, oh man, I had a driver that something happened with the driver, so I'm gonna have to switch it to another driver. So tell him we'll be there between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. And I was like, first of all, 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. and they close at 4:30 is a long time. And it's a clinic, so hospitals, you know, they're open 24/7, but clinics are not. They actually have a close date. That's why your girl is so excited to be a clinic rep, because technically my day stops when they close. But because I do take on the responsibilities of the help desk, of course, you know, I'm where I am now and I'm on call some weekends. But anyway, yeah, so that's why I like clinics, because they close early, they're closed on weekends, they're closed on holidays, stuff like that. So your girl, like, this is kind of like a teacher job, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I called the man and I was like, hey, what time do you open tomorrow? Because I'll have to get a driver to bring it tomorrow, because they're saying that they'll be there between 7 and 8. And he's like, you know what? I got some stuff I need to catch up on. Go ahead and I'll be here between 7 and 8 p.m. And I said, are you sure? He was like, yeah, I'll be there. So I'm sitting up here, like I said, baby is getting ready because she finna go to work. So I'm making her coffee and I get a call and it's 8:15 and he's like, hey, I've been here, and nobody has come by. Oh, let me say this. Before I get the call from him, I get the call from my transport person and he's like, hey, the driver went out there, the door was locked, so he brought it back. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, but why would he tell me he'll be there from 7 to 8 if he wasn't? So I was like, okay, well, let me try to get in contact with him to see what time he'll be there in the morning because they need this emergency order because they have patients. Also, this is a clinic, but it's a sleep lab clinic. So they do sleep studies. So they are open on weekends at this clinic because they have people spend the night Friday night so they can sleep and then they get up tomorrow and run tests and do all that kind of stuff. So I was like, let me get in contact with the customer. So I call him back and he answers on the first ringing. I mean, I didn't call him back. So I was like, he called me and he goes, hey, it's 8:15 and I've been here and nobody showed up. And I said, well, that's strange because they told me that the driver said it was closed. And he was like, well, he's not lying. Technically, it is closed, but I'm still here. And my first thought was, why would the driver go way out there, see that the door is closed and not call me to call the customer? Because obviously, it's a clinic. They wouldn't be open at this time. So you can't expect to just walk in the front door. You should call me so I could call the customer because we could have resolved all this by the driver saying, hey, the door is locked. Me calling him and saying, hey, open up the door. We're there. He getting his emergency order and we good. But now, since the driver took it upon himself just to go out there, pull the door, see they was closed and leave, now the transport manager, I was like, listen, you gonna have to go because again, this is an emergency order. He is paying an extra fee for this, which by the way, I am gonna credit his extra fee because baby, technically, well, not technically, we did not get there in 4 hours. So I'm gonna credit his fee, but it's just a point that I should even have to credit his fee when it should have just been communication. Like this whole thing could have been solved by communication. And like I said, I don't want to like bore y'all with my job, but that is the majority of my day. So yeah, that's what I be talking about when I say communication. Like they do stuff like this where they just go out there and it's like you drove all the way out there because where this clinic is, it's a ways from our plan. I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes away. So it's a good distance for you to drive out there just to pull the door and not tell somebody you was there. Because obviously, if we gave you a time, then the man is going to still be there. So tell somebody so the door can be open. So anyway, make a long story short, or maybe a short story long. Yeah, now my transport manager is got to meet him out there in the morning so he can drop off the emergency order because they needed it for the sleep patients that they have. And then on top of that, like right after that happened, I got another call where we were delivering an actual order and the lift gate on the truck, and it's the back of the truck that like comes down and it's like electronic and it like lowers to the ground so they'll be able to pull the carts off onto the dock. It broke and it would not open and the linen is trapped in. It wasn't like a bad day when it came to shortages and stuff. Like it ended up being a really good day. And then when I got home, they got all this stuff going on. It's been so crazy, but it does make the time go by fast. I see some more people came in. Hey, LaTanya. Oh, thank you so much. I tore my ligaments in my ankle over working myself. I'm still detoxing off for 6 weeks. You got this, sis. You got this. And I hope, speedy recovery on that. Hold on 1 second. But yes, y'all. So that's a little story time of what's going on. Why I hope this phone don't ring anymore. Like when it comes to like being on call at like night, like especially at this time, unless there is a like extreme emergencies, then it'll be okay. Like I won't get any more calls tonight. What'll happen is in the morning they'll be reaching out trying to worry about Monday orders and stuff. But like I told y'all in yesterday's video, your girl's smart, so we already got Monday orders in. You get it? Like we not playing, okay? Now let me say this: it was 2 orders that I'm waiting on. So those 2 orders I will have to get, but that beats having to get 60 orders. You know what I'm saying? So we good. Hey, Angel. Oh, no problem. So anyway, guys, yes. So we are nearing the end of this year, y'all. 2022 it's coming up on us. And like I told you guys, I've been doing like a lot of thinking on just planning, because my problem, and I know that may be a lot of you guys' problem too, but for sure, like I told you, I'm very self-aware and I'm very real with myself. I am the biggest procrastinator in the world, biggest procrastinator. So my goal for 2022 is for real to let procrastinating go. That's one of my goals, I should say. And at work, we had a manager workshop, and the book that we had to read, what was the name of the book? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't even remember the name of the book. I think it was called like the 7 Habits of Successful People or something like that. But anyway, in the book, there was like this 2-minute rule. And it said if it could take you 2 minutes or less to complete something, why put it off? So I do really want to like put that as like priority in my brain, to know that like if it's not gonna take me that long to do it, then go ahead and get it done. And I'm gonna extend it to, of course, you know, most stuff that you do is not 2 minutes, but I do want to like keep that same rule of thumb though, where if it's not gonna take me long to do it, then I need to do it. Because your girl, like, I work really good under pressure. Although that's a good thing, it is a horrible thing as well, because I will wait until the last minute just because I know I'm really good under pressure. But that's not good all the time. Like Miss Lovely J said, when it comes to Vlogmas, that's not good, because baby, you got to have these videos up. And since December is such a busy month for uploads, YouTube does take its little time. Like, the videos are not like taking an extremely long time to be uploaded, but it is taking a little bit, because even like I was doing some shorter videos, like 14 minutes, 10 minutes, and it was still taking like 30 minutes to upload. So I'm just like, man, but it depends, because if I start uploading about 6, I can get in faster. But I do notice like any other time after that, I guess that's when everybody's doing their daily uploads, so it's going slower. So yeah, but I just need to get to the point where I get rid of that procrastination. And I said this before, and I am really ready to live by this. And I want to be the same Crystal at work. I mean, to be the same Crystal at home that I am at work. When I say that, I mean work-wise. Because like I told you guys, I am very organized at work. I am very detailed. I have communication. I have follow-up. I take care of what I need to do, and I need to bring that to my home life, and not necessarily just the house. Because of course I keep the house up. Cleaning is my pastime. I love to clean. Like, I do want to bring like more cleaning supply talks to you guys, because y'all, I love cleaning supplies, especially if I hear that it's a new one coming out. Girl, it's like some Jordans to me. What my daddy say to Michael Jordans, it's like some Jordans to me. I love new cleaning products, especially if it's a new scent or a new something. I'm always like trying to, but yeah, so cleaning kind of like that is what decompresses me. So I like that, but I just need to get more organized and like just prioritizing what I want to do. Because like I said, I've been really consistent this month. It's 17 days in. I'm proud of myself, but I actually want to keep this up. Now, I'm not going to do daily vlogs. You guys know that. But I do want to keep that consistency up, because now like I'm in the mood of filming and editing. So I want to keep this to go. That's one thing that's like a goal of mine. And another thing is like self-care. And I don't mean like doing a facial mask and you know, doing a bubble bath. Like, I'm gonna do that anyway, but I mean real self-care, where I am protecting self and just putting myself first in a lot of situations. Like I said, even with the speaking up thing, you know, I always say, well, Crystal, don't say that because you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings. But they don't care if they hurt your feelings, sis. They don't care at all, you know. And like I said, I'm not trying to do it to like going off on nobody or to pop off or, you know, be an angry black woman. But for real, like I want to get to the point where like my words come across, you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to guess like, oh, I wonder if Crystal feels this way about something. Like, you're going to know it because I'm going to say it. And that is a lot for work, because I do it in my personal life. Like, all the time, but at work I want to speak up a lot more, because I've noticed that, you know, just like I always say, they can't read my mind. I mean, that I can't read their mind. They can't read my mind either. So I need to speak what I'm saying and not give them the person that they think they're gonna get, but give them somebody that's totally different. So, you know, I can charge somebody up professionally without them even knowing, but me telling you what you gonna do and need to have it done, just like I did tonight. Tonight was a prime example. He was like, well, I'm sorry, because that. I said, no, well, what we're gonna do is you're gonna have to get in the truck and you're gonna have to deliver this, because this was an emergency order that was called in this morning. And even if you didn't have a driver, you know, and he was like, yeah, you're right. He was like, okay, I'll come in and just run that. Exactly. Thank you. Like, that's what you're supposed to do, especially when you don't have the communication needed to get the stuff done. It ain't just, it didn't happen. Boom. We leave it at that. No, because the customer is still lacking. So I'm going to need you to step your game up. And now next time you will maybe communicate with the driver that they need to communicate and let you know what's going on. Because that man drove all the way out there. Like, you could have called somebody, sir. Why would we even set this up that you going to a clinic at 7 p.m. if there was not going to be somebody there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so crazy. Alana Crystal, you are not boring me. At least with your work drama, it makes me feel like it's not only me dealing with work. Yes, girl. It's like, and like I said, the stuff that I deal with, I really wish I could be like more blunt. Because I know sometimes explaining it, you guys don't know like my day to day. So it's like, what? But I try to do my best. Like I said, these are my thoughts, my feelings. I do not mind saying it. I'm not doing anything like negative, but I'm like stating facts. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all though, because sometimes like I felt so good the other day when I did my little car rent video, and it was just because like I was able to just be like, this was stupid. Like, anybody in their right mind would have thought this situation was stupid, but it's sad that my people didn't. They did not think anything was wrong with the situation. And at some points though, y'all, it really do be having me thinking I'm crazy, because I'll be like, well, am I tripping? What's that TikTok? Am I the drama? I can't be the drama. Like, is it me? Like, I had to come home and I tell Courtney, and she's like, I don't even work there, but let me say this, and this. And I'm like, right? Like, that keeps me grounded. Because I'm telling you, if I didn't have Courtney and I had this job, like if I was with anybody else and I had this job, y'all, I would have went crazy. I'm telling you now, like, she really keeps me grounded. She'll let me know, like, no, you're not crazy in this situation. No, this is how it's supposed to go. Like, tonight she was here. She was like, why didn't the driver just call you? Literally every driver has my number. You don't even have to call me. Like, my job is so laid back, y'all. We text, FaceTime, we do all that stuff. So it's like, you could have just texted me and say, hey, Chris, we over here and ain't nobody, they not there. I would have been like, pump your brakes. I have the customer number. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just be causing issues. Hey, Rayana, sis, how you been? You been keeping up? How you been? It's been forever. Hello, you mentioned in the video that you majored in sociology. Why did you choose sociology? Did you ever consider social work? Hey, Yolanda. Yes, I did. And I end up, believe it or not, my major was pre-law at first, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Because growing up, I used to always say, oh, I want to be a lawyer. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But I ain't gonna lie. When I got to college and I took my first pre-law class and saw how much like work and how much detail to attention you need. I mean, attention to detail. Look, I'm tired, so I might be talking crazy, y'all. Attention to detail. I really did take a step back. I was one of those people that was like, hold up. Let me think about this. Do I want to do this forever? And like in my mind, me being a lawyer was kind of like the TV lawyer. Like, was it Claire Huxtable was the lawyer? Like, it was that kind of lawyer, like where I make a lot of money. I dress really cute every day. I'm going to court. Like, I didn't realize, like, baby girl, that's TV. You got to do real life stuff. So when I took my first pre-law class, y'all, my teacher walked in and he said, listen, I'm going to tell you how to commit a murder. It was just like, How to Get Away with Murder. He was like, I'm going to tell you how to have a guilty person and get them off. And I'm going to also tell you how, if you want to be prosecution, how if you know a person is not necessarily innocent, because you're innocent until proven guilty, but he was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you how to do this. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. But then when the work came in and the books that we had to buy, like one of my books for my pre-law class was $300 by itself, I was like, and then my teacher, he was a lawyer, so he real life was using us for free labor, because it would be court cases that he was on and we up here doing his research for his court cases. First of all, sir, is this a part of the college curriculum? Because I don't even think we supposed to be out up in these people real life. But I really was excited about law. Like when I was in high school, like my school that I went to, shout out to Megan, she's one of my subscribers. We went to the same high school, but we were in my high school was a magnet school, and it was 6 different like majors or magnets, you can say. So I was in law. So I did debate. I did VICA, which was when you like got to ride with the police whenever they like went on calls. Now they didn't take us on nothing dangerous, but we did a couple traffic routine stops and stuff like that. And then my junior year, I did half of school, and then I worked at a law firm. And I did that my junior year and my senior year. So all of that, and like just for my law class and my debate class, we used to have to go to actual courts. And if you guys are in Dallas, then y'all know Frank Crowder Court Building has court all day. And so you could walk in, it's open court. So we had to go pick a court to go in, and you have to write down, you know, the opening statement, closing statement, what was the charges and all that stuff. So it just kind of got your mind ready. And like I said, that was cool to me. Like I was excited about that. So I was like, oh, I want to be a lawyer. But once I got to college and realized like it's real work involved. And let me tell you something. Y'all know I was a preacher's child. Y'all know Deborah and Darren had your girl on lock in high school. So you know I went stupid dumb, stupid crazy when I got to college. So sis didn't have time to worry about being no lawyer, baby. I was turning up. Like college taught me how to play spades, how to play dominoes, how to shoot pool. Like your girl was at every party. Wet Wednesday, Thursday. All the stuff, y'all. So I was not considered. So look, I know this is a long story, but y'all know how I am. So yeah, so I went from there, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna do business administration. And then when I got business administration, it was so broad that I was like, you know what can I see myself doing? Like, what can I do? And I was like, okay, you know what? I think I want to do sociology. It's the study of people. There's so much stuff you can do in sociology. I mean, I wish I knew now. I mean, then what I know now about like the cho-chos, the Skrilla of it, because I mean, you really do have to like be mastered or doctored or something like that to you know, get the Skrilla. But yeah, so I just chose sociology with a minor in education, because I even had in my mind that I was gonna be a second grade teacher, because I felt like first grade was a little too young, and third grade, that's down here is when they started doing like standardized tests. So you really couldn't even just teach, because you had to teach what the test would be. So I was like, second grade would be the perfect time. I could be a great second grade teacher. And then y'all, I started doing peer teaching, where you had to go and work 8 hours with a teacher. Oh, baby, them chimneys rolled me out. I said, no, ma'am, pause. We ain't doing this. Nah, we not gonna be able to do that. So long story short, I end up doing, I did do sociology with a minor in education, but as y'all can see, I ain't even really using any of that. But that's okay though. That's okay, because it's there. That's how it's there, you know? So anyway, Yolanda, look, I hope I answered your question, sis. Hey, Tasha. Yes, that's what it is. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Steve Covey. I actually got the book in that. But yes, and like at first when they gave us that book, I was like, first of all, y'all not even highly effective. How you want us? But I started like reading the book, and I was like, oh my God, like for real. And that's another thing like I kind of want to do in 2022. Like I believe self-help comes from self, but I honestly do believe you can get motivation and inspiration from others. So like I said, that self-care part of it, I do just want to like just broaden and think, because you know, you get older, you're supposed to be learning every day. As long as you're alive, you need to be learning. So I don't know, I like reading new books and getting new concepts and, you know, stuff like that. Like I said, I normally just do my little ratchet books in my spare time, but I do want to do some type of, you know, some type of educational situation. I'm with you. I need to stop procrastinating. Right? Like, it's bad. Like, I will literally wait till the night before and be like, oh my God, I got to come up with all these ideas and I need to do. And like I said, I do come through, but it's just like, why do I put myself through that stress? Like, why am I doing that? I shouldn't be doing that. Hi Crystal, I follow you through your gallbladder surgery. I was so scared, but when I watch your video, it gives me a sense of relief. I was so scared to be put to sleep, but I did the surgery 3 weeks. Oh, hi Russia. And how are you feeling? Yes, that was the best decision I ever made, was to get my gallbladder. And it was crazy because I went 3 whole years without even knowing it was my gallbladder. I used to have those really, really bad pains. Oh my God, y'all, they used to keep me up, have me in tears. And I'm telling you, if I took a pain pill, that stuff was like a hockey puck. It just got kicked around in there. Like, it did not work. So I went to a doctor, and I went to one doctor. And at the time when it first started, I was in Tennessee. What? No, believe it or not, it started a little bit before I went to Tennessee. I went to a doctor here. They did an ultrasound, and they was like, "Well, we don't see what's going on. Maybe those are phantom pains." And I'm like, "But I've never had surgery or anything taken out, or phantom pains is normally like if you had something taken out, taken off, or something, you still feel like it's there." I was like, "I've never had surgery or anything, so how can it be phantom pains?" Like, sir, I know if I'm in pain. So he couldn't see nothing, and then they was like, "Well, you need to go maybe to a female doctor." But by that time, I was in Tennessee, so I went to this gynecologist, y'all. And when I say this man didn't know nothing, like he literally did a whole exam, and he came back and was like, "Well, maybe the pain is coming from I don't know, maybe your lower stomach or something." I don't, like, he couldn't tell me anything. So lastly, the last episode that I had, I came back to Dallas. I had moved back to Dallas, and I got a primary doctor, and I told her about it. So she ordered me to get another ultrasound, a CT scan. And when I got the CT scan, they were able to see that my gallbladder was inflamed, and it was like really bad inflamed. So she was like, "Well, we need to do surgery." But at that time, I had never had surgery before, so I was freaking scared. So I was like, "Well, I'm not in pain. I haven't had any flare-ups, so I'll be okay," until my mama's birthday. I'll never forget, it was her birthday, and I was in so much pain that Courtney had to take me to the ER. And when I got to the ER, it was one of the hospitals that we service, and they was like, "We need to do surgery tonight." I said, "No, the if you won't. I work with y'all. I know what happens here. I'm going back to my primary." So I went back to my primary. She was like, "Girl, did I not tell you that we need to take your gallbladder out?" So we scheduled the surgery for 1 month away. And then I went and got the surgery. And when I woke up in recovery, I just remember her saying, "Girl, this is the biggest gallbladder I have ever seen." Like, my gallbladder, I think if that video, I got the pictures in it. If you have not seen my gallbladder, not the actual surgery day, but the recovery video, I actually showed the picture. It was like an avocado, like the stone that was inside my gallbladder. Cause she said when she pulled it out, she saw that like my gallbladder was so like juicy. So she was like, she wanted to see what was, like how big the stones was. And she cut it open, y'all. And my gallstone it looks like the size of an avocado. Like, oh my God. She was like, "Congratulations. This is the biggest one I ever took out." And it was so funny because my mama, y'all, she really a thug. So growing up, like, although I'm super girly, y'all know my mama, Sister Hardy, her not girly at all. Like, she not girly at all. And it was crazy because I used to be a tomboy, if you could believe that. My 9th grade and I think 10th grade year, like half of my 10th grade year, I was like a tomboy, and then I started like getting girly and stuff. But yeah, I was a tomboy. But I got that from my mama. So every time I would tell my mama that I was in pain, she'd be like, "Oh, you'll be okay, girl. You good. You'll be all right." Oh, no. And I was like, "I'm really in pain." So when she was in recovery with me and the doctor was talking to her, she was like, "Oh, so you really was in pain?" I was like, "I said I was, girl." Because I really don't, like, if I'm in pain, I'll take some pain medicine, but I really don't harp on it like that. But those pains right there make you cry. Like, you can't sit up. You can't lay down. So gallbladder surgery, like I said, I know a lot of people are scared of it, but go ahead and do it, because I'm telling you, it's now been officially, 4 years or 5? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 4 years. It's been officially 4 years since I got it taken out. I haven't had heartburn in 4 years. I haven't had any kind of like abdominal pain or lower belly pain, like no kind of pain. Like, I have been doing really, really good, because before that, y'all, I was taking Zantac 150s. Like, how many can I take a day, doctor? Because this, man, I had heartburn real bad. Like, I would even get heartburn from just drinking water. I would get heartburn. And acid reflux was bad. Oh, my God. So that was the best decision I ever made. Like, I would do it again. And then also, too, that kind of, like, jump-started my weight loss journey. Even though my weight loss journey was something in itself, like, just hearing my doctor be like, "We ain't really supposed to do this, but we gonna do it, and you'll be okay." And, the anesthesiologist had to, like, really talk to me. And then they had to, like, I don't know if you watched the video, but a part of the video, they was like, "Oh, can you turn it off at this point?" Because they wanted to talk to me about, like, my weight and going under anesthesia with me being the size that I was. Because when I had my gallbladder out, I was 282 pounds. So they wanted to tell me that, it's really dangerous to be, that size and go under anesthesia. But but you know, we had to do it because of my gallbladder. So thank God everything went good. I came home the same day. Baby took good care of me. She was scared to touch me because she was like, I don't want to break nothing, I don't want to rip nothing, I don't want to tear nothing. But yes, that was like the best decision that I ever made. It was my first ever surgery and my last ever surgery. I ain't had nothing else. Oh well, let's LASIK, do that count? But other than that, yeah, I haven't been like cut on anymore since then. But yeah, that was the best decision, y'all. Oh, Latonya, yes, baby. I love cleaning. I love cleaning supplies. I told my kids, I know I'm getting excited over new appliances. Girl, tell me about it. Y'all see this great couch? This great couch been with me since 2015. And it's been so hard to get rid of this gay couch. This gay couch. This great couch. Because... because like y'all know it's a pandemic. Furniture is taking forever to be shipped and forever to be doing. And it's again, that procrastination spirit, me just thinking, oh, furniture stores are open all the time. We just go. Instead of me getting my butt up and going to do what I need to do, especially, you know, on weekends, because I'm working every day, getting up on Saturday, taking care of business, your girl procrastinated, and it's a pandemic. Furniture just don't come like it used to no more. So don't worry, because I'm telling y'all, for real, I'm getting a new couch very, very soon. Can you do some cleaning products or cleaning hacks? Miss Sanchez, yes I can. Yes I can, because I just learned this new cleaning hack to clean my baseboards, which is not really like a hack, but it saves you, especially if you get a little older and you don't want to, you know, be all bent down and all that stuff. Yes, I definitely can. I love cleaning. I would like a cleaning video. I can't afford a maid, but I might bite the bullet and pay a maid to start the new year with a clean department. And you know what? I think that is something. One thing that, y'all, when I tell y'all, like, these apartments is a 35 step up from where we came from. And not saying that where I came from was horrible. It was just the people that were bad as far as like the office and stuff, because they could care less about residents. But I stayed there for 5 years and I loved my space. But it was just that like over here, it's just so upgraded. Like they actually work with a cleaning company, and as a resident, you get like money off, or you like if you get, I think they say if you get your apartment clean 4 times or something like that, you get the 5th clean free. Like it's so many like perks. And then on top of that, we have in our business center a gift wrapping set, a gift wrapping station. So they have like all gift wrap, bows, tape, all different kind of like name tags and everything, and it's open during the time that the office is open, and you can go down there and wrap your gifts. You just bring your own gift and they have everything for you, and they said it'll be open until supplies run out. And since I had to get a package, I peeped in today, and they bought so much wrapping paper and tape and bows. They really can keep some of that for next year, because a lot of people, like our package locker is so full. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, those people may end up using it. But yes, it was like, so like just those perks, because like I said, my old apartment, you'll be glad if maintenance showed up within 2 weeks of you calling. When we've had to call maintenance twice since we've been here, and both times like within 30 minutes they shown up and they fixed the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no, oh, let me find out what's going on, they leave and never come back. Like they actually did it. So man, I really like it here. Hi Krista, any advice for keeping things spicy in your relationship? Work has been hectic for my fiance and me, and it's affected our romance a bit. Any tips for decompressing and reconnecting with her? Hey, Journey to Jumpers. Yes, oh my God, me and Courtney was just talking about this, because yesterday we watched, what is it called? Hall Pass. So, and y'all know how like they had got to the point, well, I don't know if you know, but I'm gonna tell y'all, so this might be a spoiler if you haven't saw it, but I'm pretty sure y'all have, because the movie is old. But anyway, they had got to the point in their marriage where like it just wasn't working for them anyway, so they gave themselves a hall pass off from marriage. So me and Courtney was talking, we was like, we don't need a hall pass off from marriage, we need a hall pass off from the public, meaning both of us together need to like go somewhere, even if it is for just a weekend or something like that. So my advice will be to like actually find time for y'all, because that is a lot of the issue. Like people sometimes feel like date nights have to be so super extravagant, and you got to do your makeup and wear a nice dress, and he or she got to be all dressed up. Hey baby, I'm talking about hall pass. But yeah, some people feel like it's not a date night if it's not super extravagant or if it's not Instagram worthy. But y'all just try to sneak it in any chance you get. Y'all know Courtney works overnight. I work in the daytime, so if it's her overtime week, she starts work on Tuesday. So Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night she's at work. And then if it's not, then it's just Wednesday through Saturday. But anyway, she works at night most of the week. And so we miss each other a lot of the times. Like, that's why we spend so much time on the phone in the morning, is because when she get home, I'm already at work. And whenever I get home, I see her for a couple of hours, which she is trying to get some sleep before she go to work. And then she's off to work. So yeah, it's like, I used to have that mind frame of, oh my God, I need to do my makeup and I gotta go find me a dress and wear heels and all that. And I just realized, like, it's the time that we need, not necessarily the antics of it. So like I said, my advice would be just to find those little times that you can just spend together without it having to be so formal. Even if it's last minute, even if it's, hey, let's walk to the store. You know, you spend 30 minutes in Walmart with each other and you just talking and asking. Like, that has really helped. And it does help a lot with busy schedules and stuff. Because like I said, social media and just this world period, it's not even social media. It is our family members, our friends, everybody always want everything to be such a production, and it does not have to be. That's why I say me and Courtney are very like simple people. I know some of the stuff we do, people be like, so that's what y'all did, like for our anniversary week. Most people will feel like they have to go take these trips and all that stuff, and although that's fun and it's something that we will consider doing, sometimes you gotta get it how you live, you know. And we don't all the time have it because of her work schedule. We don't all the time have, you know, time where we can take off a whole weekend, go to Bora Bora or something. So we do what we gotta do. So we did a staycation, went and got a hotel in another city that's an hour away. That way we didn't feel like we knew anything that was around, and we just enjoyed each other, you know. And I've gotten to the point too where I don't like, I like to do my makeup because I like to be pretty for her, but also too, like, if it is just a chill date night, you know, just I don't think so much of the theatrics of it anymore. Like, we try to get our time in as we can. So hopefully I explained it, but pretty much my advice is to just find those little moments that you can steal with each other and take those, you know. Love my muscles. Okay, King Cutter. You don't even know me to love me. We don't got time today. Hey, Bull Rider. Yes, a minor in education. That's a good idea. Yeah, so you know, every now and again, if some have that, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I can be with them chimneys. I just don't know, especially these chimneys these days, because they coming out telling you stuff, and it's like, excuse me. So I don't know. I'm eating everything now. I'm doing, but yes, and see, that's another thing. Like, I didn't have a restriction with my gallbladder surgery or anything. So she was like, if you can eat it, and you know, that's good. But the one thing that I tell everybody who asks me about recovery, walk and drink water. That will help you the most, because a lot of people be in a lot of pain, and it's because you got to remember that they pump your stomach with the gas so it can like blow up so they can go in and get stuff out. So it's a lot of gas that's left over, and you need to walk it off that. And also, if you're gonna sneeze or cough, use a pillow, because if you don't, you'll be mad at yourself. Jessme, currently I have to travel tomorrow with 3 kids and I haven't done a thing yet. I didn't even wrap the presents I need to bring. We have to be at a party tomorrow at 4. Sis, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's go time for you though, right? Like, you know you're gonna get it done, but I mean, like, it's like we kind of stop procrastinating because it's like, oh shoot, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that. But in the end, it always follows through. I had 7 big stones and it was hurting me for 7 years. Man, yes, I was hurting a couple years before. And she had said that mine ended up looking like an avocado because they got together. Because my mama had her gallbladder removed too. But she had her gallbladder removed like when she was younger. So she had the actual like scar across her belly where they like left a scar, because you know we just got that, what is it called, I can't even think of it. So I have like 3 little marks, but it's not nowhere near like the scar that my mom has from them like going in. And then she had like actual stones and they put them in a jar for her. She had those stones for years. She don't have them anymore, but I was like, why would you want to keep those? But yeah, she took a picture of mine for me so I can have it. Okay, hold on, y'all, somebody tripping. Okay, I had gallbladder surgery 6 months ago, and I'm still in pain. How long were you in pain? Danny, it wasn't 6 months. It really was only about 2 weeks of actual pain. And then after that, I was still kind of like scared to do stuff. So maybe I'd say probably a full month before I was able to do like regular stuff, but actual pain, I was only in pain for 2 months. Hey Lily. How about some clean living? I want to, y'all, and I really will. I did a little test of it when I had did my weekly vlog, and it went good. It went good, so I definitely will. Hey, Miss Cutie. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yo, I was just thinking about it. I was telling baby, I said it is so decorated in here that when I take this down, it's gonna look so naked in here. But I refuse. I refuse to buy any decor for this living room because I don't have my living room set. Like, I don't know if I'm the only person. Why is OG Koyo sharing reels with me on Instagram and I'm on live? See, she wrong for that. But if anybody else is like that, y'all, hey Lexi, I cannot buy any decor until I get my couch and my ottoman or my table, whatever I decide to get. I have decided what I want for this like TV area, and it's at IKEA. I need to go get it. Me and my mama do have an IKEA trip scheduled in January because she needs to go. She said she wants some bookshelves. Sorry. She wants some bookshelves because she got so many purses now. So I want to go over and help her like organize her purses and get bookshelves. And I actually want to get like a TV console for this wall right here. And I do know what art I want for this wall, but I refuse to put that art up until I get the couch. Like, I refuse. So we just gonna rock out with it being naked. But that's coming very, very soon. Hey, Leslie. That is coming very, very soon. I even done found a rug, y'all. Even got a rug. I got rugs. I have a rug. And see, like my pantry closet, it has a pantry side. And then it has kind of like a coat closet side since the way the apartment is set. So on one side, y'all, I have a rug right there. I'm ready to use my rug. I'm ready. So yeah, I'm gonna get on it. And that's because I be procrastinating. It's my own fault. So yeah, I'm excited though. I'm going into 2022 and I'm leaving 2020 and 2021 where it came from, because 2020 started this whole crazy mindset for all of us, like not just for me, for all of us. We were introduced to a whole pandemic where it changed all of our lives, that nothing, no status quo, no race, no sex, no money, none of that could change the fact that there was COVID in the air. None of that could change that. So a lot of us went through so much. And then, like I say, and I continue to say, 2021 was a year of non-consistency for me. So I'm getting back into my consistency. I'm getting back into my routine, because me having a routine is what I need. My journey is a routine. My journey is making sure that I'm staying within my eating window, making sure that I'm meal prepping. And although it takes time to do that stuff, if I take the time, as I've seen in the past, if I take the time to do it, results will come, because I'm actually putting in the work for my results. Of course, I can't expect to see results. Hey, Ramona, see results if, I'm not even preparing myself for every day. And I honestly feel like with my routine, it's gonna, one, help with my journey and getting back on track and losing weight. And also it's gonna help with my pockets, because y'all, I have just been spending so much money on just like coffee and I just been spending a lot of money. So it's gonna help my waistline and my bank account to get back on some type of routine and some type of consistent routine at that. So I'm excited about that. I know a lot of people were asking me like, what was I gonna do a challenge for January? And I don't necessarily want to do a challenge, but like, I know a lot of people start over because it's a new year. So if I am revamping my weight loss group. It's gonna have a new name and everything like that. So that'll be coming like, oh my God, in 2 weeks. Like that's coming so quick. So I do want to revamp. Well, I am revamping. Hey, MB. I am revamping the weight loss group. But like I said, a lot of challenge stuff or anything that happened will happen in my group. I do want to, like I said, give that more attention than I have, because that is the group of people that we come together. They came over there for daily motivation. And see, I'm not on YouTube every day. So that's why I do want to keep Wednesday as live so we can talk about stuff. But I do want to show a lot of love to my group. So I'm going to revamp that. And then, like I said, I don't necessarily want to do a challenge straight up for January, because your girl got to get her mind back in the game too, because I've been off of track for so long. I don't even know where the track at, but I'm going to refine the track and we're going to get back on it, you know? So it's a lot of stuff like I want to do, and I have to remember it's baby steps in everything, no matter what it is. So I'm not going to overwhelm myself, but your girl is ready. I told Courtney yesterday, or no, this was Monday. I said, I'm tired of eating, period. I ain't talking about healthy or unhealthy or nothing. I'm just tired of eating. Like I'm tired of it. So I'm ready to get back with some type of routine in my life, and that's coming soon. Hey Roxanne, Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you, sis. Oh, that's what I want to be. If I can, just for one person, if I can motivate anybody to know that life is gonna happen, it's gonna come at you. You're gonna get hit sometimes, but if you don't pass away, then you can get on up and dust yourself off and try again. I just got back on track Sunday. I was going to wait until January, but since my mind was ready, I went ahead. Exactly. You know, and that's a lot of people, they say, oh, I don't want to wait. I want to wait. You don't have to wait. You can start. I don't know why people feel like, I guess it's like Monday's a new start, but you don't even have to wait till Monday to start. It could be a Saturday. If you say, look, tomorrow I need to change my life, let's go ahead and do this. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree with you. But y'all, I am ready. Like, I legit am ready to get back in the gym. For one, because your girl is like revamping her whole workout collection. Like, I'm getting new workout shoes, I'm getting new sports bras and all that stuff. And then I had bought that new, what is it called, waistband that I want to try out, because they said like it's better than a waist trainer, because it's like more custom to you and how tight you put it or how loose you put it. So I'm ready to like use that, and I'm ready, like, excuse me, I feel a difference. Like I told you guys, I definitely feel a difference in not using the apple cider vinegar, and then I feel a difference in like not being active every day. Like this month right here, your girl been active because I've been doing a lot, but last month I wasn't active at all. So it's like I definitely feel a difference. And then too, since I haven't been like doing any type of fasting, I just been eating whenever I want, I feel a difference in my sleep. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm so tired. And I know you guys have heard me say more than a couple times during Vlogmas, like, oh, I'm tired. And I'm tired because like my body is just like, it's doing whatever it wants. Like, you know, like I really did feel whenever I stayed on track, I would stop eating at 7. You know, I was drinking my gallon of water. Like my body it felt good. And like now I just feel tired. So it's like, I need to do this. I'm going to cut coffee off. Now that's the one thing that I am going to go cold turkey with is coffee, because your girl can't wean herself off. If I continue to drink it, I will continue to drink it. So I'm doing cold turkey. And when I say cold turkey on coffee, I mean as far as like going to my Starbucks and getting my venti iced white chocolate mocha, like no more of that, but I can still get my espresso and do my protein shakes with it. So I can still have that type of coffee, but we can't go to Dunkin' and get a mocha swirl. We can't do that. We can't go to Jack in the Box and get a iced mocha with no ice. We can't do that. Like, get that out your mind. But what we can do is 2 shots of espresso over ice in a venti cup, so I can pour my protein shake in there. I got berries in the freezer right now. That was $17. Y'all, why the berries done went up to $17? Where they buying the berries from? I mean, can I go pick the berries? I don't understand why they $17. But anyway, I got my berries because your girl ready to get back on her smoothies. I am read up on everything. Like, I'm ready. I have my green powder. I have my collagen powder. I have a protein powder. I have my tea. I have my Nutraburst. I have my NRG. I have my ACV. I have my water ready. I'm ready and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I mean, as far as like getting back on track, like I'm already up because a lot of times I'll be like, oh, well, I need to order this and I'm gonna wait for it to come in, or I can't make my smoothies because I need this and it's there. But your girl got everything, so it's no excuse. I'm ready. And also, I am still doing Weight Watchers. Your girl still pay for Weight Watchers. I'm still doing it. They have this new personal points program. I haven't started that because I haven't tracked, but I am gonna be tracking the personal points. And today I was watching like a little tutorial on it, and it was saying the personal points program is pretty much based on what you eat. So it's kind of you telling Weight Watchers what it is you eat and what you like, and then they are giving you points based on that, along with your activity, your water intake, and your veggie intake. And I thought that was pretty cool because like I told you, the program that I'm on, the blue plan, veggies and proteins are normally zero if they're, well, veggies if they are they're zero, but protein is zero if it is lean. But you know, if it's not lean, then it does start to have points. But I like that program, like I said, because it will encourage you to eat more veggies and more protein, and then you pay the points for your carbs and stuff, you know, or your bad carbs like your rice and stuff like that. And y'all know, like I said, I do not cut out a food group. I lost weight eating all food groups. I don't cut out food groups. That's just me. That's my journey. So I don't necessarily trip about it, but also too, you don't want to overeat those types of things because carbs has sugar and fat in it. Like, you know, it's like they all go together. So even if you saying like, oh, well, I don't eat, you know, sugar, but you eating a lot of carbs, and carbs turn, well, it's not that it has it in it, but carbs turn into sugar and sugar turns into fat. And that's why, you know, your belly might jiggle a little or something. So yes, I do want to, like I say, just get consistent. Stay consistent, y'all. I'm coming out the gate running with this one because it's been a long time. Like, I honestly feel like even like the whole weight gain itself wasn't a part, but I do feel like my mind is a lot better. Before, like I said, I was in a rut, and it was like I was trying to force myself to be on track when I didn't want to be on track. And so it was just like, okay, I had to just clear my mind, get my mind off. So that's what I end up doing. And it's like now my mind is a lot more focused. And like I said, I still am going to drink my flavored water, but I would not, like right now, your girl would not be drinking this because it's 10 o'clock and this breaks your fast. So when I do start back, these can only be drunk between my eating window because they will break my fast. So I'm not going to do that. Let me go see. Oh, you guys been talking to me and I've been missing it. Yes, I had to watch her like 96-pound video for motivation. Yes, sis, and that's what it is. Like, I ain't gonna even lie, your girl do go back and watch some of her my videos, because whenever I'm talking, and Courtney, it took Courtney to tell me, she'd be like, you be so passionate about what you talking about. Do you even know what you're saying? And y'all, I'm telling you, it's like something takes over me when I'm in the zone and I be talking. And so I'll go back and watch my video and I'll be like, oh my God, okay. And it's like, I'll be talking to myself too, y'all. So I totally understand what you're saying. I just ordered one of the snatch wraps. Can't wait to get it. Yes. And like I said, I like it. I tried it on when I first got it, but to be completely honest, I haven't put it on since then. But I did try that on when I first got it, and it snatch you, baby. Like, it do. And you can wrap it as tight as you want and stuff like that. So I'm excited to use it. And the company that I got it from is called Shape LLX. And I like them because like the material is really good. Because my mom ended up getting one, but she didn't get one from that company. I think hers was from like a Chinese-based company, and you could definitely see the difference. Like, that one is a little bit more flimsy and like it's longer, so it's kind of harder to wrap. But this one right here is a really, really good quality. Oh, thank you, Lexi. Yes, girl, I gotta go back. I need to go back and watch some of my meal prepping videos and see what your girl was eating. I know for the most part what I was gonna eat, and I kind of know, like, getting back on track. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna jump straight into no meal Monday because y'all, it's been forever and a day since I fasted, so I really do need to just start with going to my fasting window. So that's what I'm gonna start with, just going back to my 11 to 7 eating window and making sure I stick with that. And I'm gonna do that probably about 2 weeks consistently, even on weekends, before I jump back into no meal Monday. But yes, I gotta get back into my no meal Monday because that day right there, like, it just really helped me. Like I had it gave me energy for the week. It gave me a clear mind. It gave me just I wanted to eat my meal prep because it's like on that Monday I didn't eat. Only thing I did was drink water. So Tuesday when I got ready to break my fast, I was longing for my smoothie. Or if I broke my fast with like turkey, bacon, and eggs, that's what I wanted to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually craved that. So I am gonna get back into my no meal Mondays, but to be honest, I'm not gonna do it right off the bat because it's been forever since your girl fasted. So I need to get back on track and just do it. I'm probably wait about 2 weeks before I do my first one. Did you say Jack in the Box? Wow, I didn't know they were still in business. That company left Chicago. Oh my God, yes, Yolanda. And they're not a lot of places because when I went to Tennessee, they didn't have a Jack in the Box either. And I was so shook. I was like, man, here we got Jack in the Box on every corner. Like, how y'all don't have Jack in the Box? But yes, girl, they have new ice. Well, it's not new, but they have a new flavor because they got caramel now. But they used to have only vanilla and mocha iced coffee, and I like it without the ice because they be trying to play you with that ice and put a whole cup full of ice in this much coffee. So I tell them, because at Jack in the Box, it come out the refrigerator, so it's cold anyway because they make it. And the secret is they make it with ice cream mix. That's why it be so good. But anyway, so they make it and they put it in the refrigerator. So when you get your iced coffee, it's already cold. And if you ever get to the point, you can put your own ice in there. But I'm not paying no $4 for a cup of ice. You're not finna play with me like that. Why the chicken wings $18? Miss Dimples, let's call these food stamp people right now. I know what you talking about. I know what you talking about. I never understood that. Like, why the thigh? You can get a whole damn family pack for $6 of the thigh, but the wings, you out here paying real top of the dollar for them. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I noticed this week at work, which was Christmas week, that carbs make me feel horrible. And they do, like, it depends on your body. Because like I said, some people, you know, there's so many walks of life. There are some people who do high carbs, you know, as far as their routine. And some people who do keto, they do no carbs. Me, I like to consider myself doing moderate carbs because I try not to go over 150 grams a day of carbs. But most of the times I come in way under that. Like I probably won't even reach 100. So it just depends. But yeah, you know what works for your body by the way you feel. And I can definitely tell your girl needs to get back on some type of routine because that's the reason I'm so tired. Because think about it, like I don't have any routine going on. I am drinking water, but I'm not drinking a gallon. And also, like, I don't know, I just been feeling groggy. So I was like, yeah, I gotta pull this together. My belly jiggle with it. I'm telling you, girl, I'm like, we're not doing this no more. You should try the miracle wrap band from What Waste. That would be a good investment. Oh, you was talking to Ambi. And oh my God, I wanted to try. Like I said, y'all know I used to love, well, I still do like waist trainers because I feel like they really do benefit when you're working out. And it also does help with your posture because that's a whole big part of working out, making sure your form is correct. But I don't want to have to wear a waist trainer all day long. Like, that's not my life anymore. I'm 36 years old, honey. I don't got time for my titties to be speaking to people because my waist trainer got them sitting way up. I don't got time to be, can't breathe at work, about to pass out. People don't even know I got my waist trainer on. Like, I don't got that time. So the reason I decided to go ahead and get that waistband was because I was like, I'm looking for something that's going to give me the results, but just a little bit of an alternative. Like, you know, not necessarily. And I don't mind, like I said, wearing a waist trainer when I go to work out because I have it on for the hour and a half. You know, I got my little sweat on, got my little posture together. But yes, I am not in the business of wearing that stuff all day long. Like, I don't got time for that. Hey, Miss Dimples. Does it roll up or roll down? Oh, I think you was talking to her about the waist trainer. I go back and watch your old videos to get ideas. Yeah, oh, well, I appreciate y'all for the support. Oh my God. Hey Julinda. Hello. Tree looks amazing and your skin is going. Thank you. And y'all, my little thing is going down now. So once it get down a little bit more, then I'm gonna start doctoring on it with all my different kind of creams. But I did this to myself, y'all, because when I put the band on, my crazy self tied the knot right here. So I had the knot right here. Then I had a bunnet on top of it. And then my hair was already tight because I just got it done. So it created that little thing. Girl, did it to myself. Ain't that nothing? It be your own self that be trying to take you out the game. God gives you another chance to make a choice. I say that every day. I have MS and I need that motivation. Yes, sis. Every day is a new day. Every day that you wake up, you may not wake up with the money you want in your account or the clothes that you think you should be wearing or the job that you think you should have. But if you got breath in your body, baby, you rich. You wealthy. If you got breath, you know how many people didn't wake up today. You know how many people ain't gonna wake up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people struggle every day. It's just like they have so many issues or something. You know what I'm saying? So take what you can, even if there is an issue with you. If you woke up with it, thank God that you woke up, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Talk to God, talk to yourself, get yourself motivated and move around. I said that too, because I said, we're so harsh and critical on ourselves. Like we value ourselves based on what other people think. Like, oh, well, they said I'm 36 and I should own a house right now. Okay, but what rule is that? Like, am I going to be in jail since I don't own a house at 36? No. So that's what I choose not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, live your standards based on yourself. Like I said, we're human. There's going to be times where we do think what people think of us. But for the most part, that's when you should, in that moment, say, wait a minute, why do I care what you care? Because you don't even care about my day to day. Who call you every day and be like, girl, you okay? Girl, did you eat today? Girl, did you take a bath today? Girl, is your mind together? Like, if they not doing that, like I tell Courtney all the time, my new slogan, if my cash app don't go cha-ching after we talk, we ain't gonna talk. Period. I'm not taking on nobody else's problems, issues, concerns. I don't care what's going on. I'm not, baby, if it's not gonna make me no coins, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be there for my friends. I'm going to be there to be a listening ear. But for real, all that dumb stuff that people be doing and putting burdens on you and want you to take on all their problems, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing it no more. I don't know if that ain't got nothing to do with the new year. I think that got everything to do with my age. Like, I'm at that age where I'm going to say what I want to say. Period. And that's where I am. Like they always say, you getting old when noise bother you. Yeah, I ain't got time for all them talking ass toys, and I don't do that. Oh, Roxanne and Leslie, see? Yeah, I love it. Oh, Lexi, I'm so proud of you. No, that's why I like it. And it's one size fits all. Okay, you was talking about the rap together. Hey, Olivia, how do you handle people asking when you're going to have children? I hate it. No one knows that I struggle with infertility, and it makes me sad when I'm asked about the babies. We're trying. Any advice? Oh, my God. Courtney said this the other day because, like, a lot of questions. Remember when I told you guys, like, ask us questions for the couples Q&A? Oh, my God. My DMs flooded with, when you gonna have kids? How many kids are you gonna have? Are you gonna have kids soon? When you gonna do it? And it was crazy because at first it do make you think like, dang, why everybody want me to have a baby? Like, I'm good. Crystal can go to sleep right now. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'm off. I don't have to wake up if I don't want to, which I do because I'm on call. But to be completely honest, that is something that people don't think about. They don't think that, like, you don't have kids. Like, I don't know if people think it's like we don't have kids because we're selfish. And it's not that. It's just that, it's not the right time for you. We know that it'll never be the right time because you'll never be ready to have a baby. Most people just have babies and then they get ready. They become their mom, they nest and do stuff like that. But yes, I just always tell people, when I put it in God's hand because of course you guys know my situation. I am married to a female, so it ain't like she can get me pregnant tomorrow. So if we do want to have kids, it's a whole process to be done. We know a part of the process, but to be completely honest, there's a lot of the process that we don't know. So it's gonna take for us to research that part first. I did, just to be completely candid, look into my insurance, and I am covered under some part of my insurance for, like, whatever needs to be done for me to conceive. So it's something to be talked about. And my advice, I do understand, I do understand that, like, we can't control what people say or ask us, but we can control how we perceive it. So I understand in your situation, like you say, you're dealing with a little bit of infertility, so it kind of makes you sad. But don't think about it like that, because not everybody knows. So I would say, if they ask, just tell them, when God bless me with my baby, we'll have it, and just leave it at that. Because a lot of times too, we want to give people like full explanations and let them know what's going on and what time we're gonna do it and what we're gonna do, and that's not needed. Like, they really didn't know to ask, and if they did, short answer. Also too, if you don't feel like answering, just say it. Normalize saying how we feel. That's my new slogan. I should put that on the shirt. Normalize saying your truth. And I would tell somebody, like, listen, that's something I do not want to discuss, because I do that at work. Like, when people want to start asking questions and be all up in my business, I'll tell them in a minute, I'm so sorry, that is not something I would like to discuss here at work, unfortunately, but thanks for asking, boop, and I leave it at that. Like, I don't ever go into something that I want to talk about, but yeah, we just got to normalize being able to tell people, like, mind your damn business, like, don't, and it's okay, because I know we feel bad thinking like, oh, well, she asked and stuff like that, but believe it or not, y'all, as much as we want to think people got home training, it's a lot of people that don't. And it's a lot of people that think because they go through something in their life, you go through it too. And we are all from different walks of life. So, I would just say, like I said, just answer if you, with a short answer, if it's somebody close to you. But if it's something you really don't want to answer, baby, tell them to kick rocks. Get on back, get on. Hey, Inspire SC. But yes, we get that question a whole lot. Y'all gonna have kids? And it's like I told you guys in the live, I think last week, like, for real, that's something that I can't even really answer for you, because it's like, dang, did I wait too long? Or should I go ahead and do it now? Like, it's a lot of questions that I even have for myself. So when I find out, y'all gonna find out. I don't even know yet. But yes, y'all, it's just crazy, because, like, I don't know. I'm just in that mind state that, like, it's okay to not follow the crowd. Like, I don't follow trends. I don't feel like I should have to put on for anybody else, And, people will talk about you like, oh, girl, she don't want to do this. Or, oh, girl, she don't have this. And it's like, so I'm the odd one because I don't want to be a part of a clique. Like, nah, we don't have time for that. And it's lonely on this side. I will tell you that. It's very lonely. But it's lonely in a good way. Because, see, I'm not worried about nobody drama. I'm not worried about nobody problems. I'm not worried about none of that. Like, Crystal be really in her own zone. Like, I talk to y'all more than I talk to a lot of people. And, it is what it is. My sis is married to her wife, and they were going through the process of having a child. After so many trials, they decided to adopt, and I have the cutest niece now. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, and that's what I said. Like, it's a thought process, because what if we decide tomorrow, like, okay, let's do this, and then I go and I find out, God forbid, that I can't have kids, or that, like my sis said, that it's something wrong and it's just gonna take me a little longer, or do more treatments or something. So it's just kind of like that part of my life, for real, is something that I will share with you guys, but it will be later in the game. I'm just being honest. Like, it'll be a little later in the game. Like, we'll been and went through the process, and I can, record, or what's the word I'm looking for? Document the process, like, as it go, and then it could be something that could be revealed. Hey, Veronica, good night, sis. It could be something that, can be discussed, but that's another thing too. Like, we're so inclined to put everything on YouTube at one time, or social media. We're so inclined to, we gotta post it now, that we forget that life is real, and stuff can happen, or it may not go off without a hitch. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta just get to the point where we're telling good news when it's actual good news. What they say, don't tell everybody what you're gonna do before you do it, because you don't even know if it's gonna pan out. So yes, but yes, you have a niece now. And people somebody asked me, will we adopt? And yes, we love kids. We just don't have kids because, like, right now we kind of do have the perfect schedule, because Courtney can have the baby in the daytime and I can have the baby at night, you know, so we have like a really good schedule to where we don't necessarily have to like put the baby in daycare. Because that's another thing, y'all. Like when I was not growing up, but you know, like in my younger years, when I was thinking about like kids actively and stuff, I was like, I'm gonna send my baby to daycare, because why would I keep my baby home? Like my baby needs to be around other kids and they need to learn people skills. Because I was in daycare early, y'all. I've been in some type of somebody's care since I was 4 years old. So it's like that right there though got me to be a people person. I'm not shy at all. Like right now, if they call me and say, Crystal, you gotta go speak in front of 1,000 people, it would not bother me whatsoever. I love talking, honey. I would get up there and put on a whole little show for them people. So I honestly feel like I got that though, because especially by me being an only child, I was around other kids at a young age. So I learned how to, you know, just be around other people. So I used to always say that, oh, I'm gonna put my baby in daycare so, you know, they can learn people skills and be around people and learn to share and learn to, you know, deal with other people's attitudes and stuff. But this day and time, honey, baby, no ma'am. You can't send them over there because they doing too much. And my mama has always said, she even said to this day, she's like, the moment you tell me you pregnant, I'm quitting my job, because my grandbaby is not going to no daycare. But I'm like, mama, you just as crazy as the daycare people, baby. I can't even have this baby come over there to you, because you crazy. Have my baby eating Skittles. She said that my whole life, that she was going to feed my baby Skittles. Please don't feed my child no Skittles. Oh, thank you so much. Not Tony. Baby, go on now. I don't got time for you, Tony. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, it's something to consider, you know, like if the opportunity ever showed itself and we were able to adopt, I'm pretty sure that, you know, that's something we would agree on to adopt. Also, you know, I do have a godchildren. Oh, okay. Do have godchildren and stuff like that, but my god kids are grown now, baby. They not kids no more. They grown teenagers. They grown teenagers. So, okay, hold on, y'all. I had to get somebody out of here that's tripping. Lexi, I witnessed my sister go through so much with that. Being closed off with that info is definitely understandable. Yeah, just a little bit, because like I said, if it was the traditional way, then it could be like, yeah, but because, you know, you have to go through so much and you don't know if it's going to work, or, you know, you don't know if the implantation is going to take, you know, I don't want to be in a emotional roller coaster. And the thing about social media is once it's posted, it's there. So people come to your channel or your page every day. So it may be something that you discuss, like there's a couple people who, you know, have discussed like a miscarriage and they did a video on it, and the video could be like a year old, but people are new and they're coming to your channel every day, so they keep commenting on that video. Like I was watching this one girl and she was like, it just keeps reopening that wound. And like it was like, but you know, kind of what do you expect? Because these people don't know. Like people don't look at a video. Well, I can't speak for everybody because I do it, but not all the time. But a lot of people don't look at the video and see the date or something like that. Like they'll watch the video and maybe go back and look at the date and be like, oh shit, that was a year ago or something like that. So yeah, it was just like a lot of people was just telling her like, maybe you need to private that video. Like, you know, your true followers, your true, you know, people that follow you know what's going on, but maybe you need to private that video, because of course there are going to be new comments on it or something, and you have to keep revisiting that. So yeah, like I said, that's something that I definitely will keep private for a little while, because if, you know, God forbid anything was to happen or, you know, anything like that, I wouldn't want to keep reliving something. You know, it's something that, like I said, I will feel like I will discuss, but not necessarily at that time. Because that's another thing with what we do. Is just, it ain't even being a YouTuber, but it's like with Facebook, you know, you seeing the people that you went to high school and stuff with, like everybody is always wanting to tell everything, and then not realizing that other people are going to have their opinions on it. Other people are going to have something to comment on it. And, you know, you haven't even healed from it. You know, like a lot of people, like we was talking about on the relationship video, like a lot of people so quick to put their relationship on social media, not realizing that y'all not going to be together next week. And now people going to be asking, where's this person at? Now you mad. Stop bringing them up. Don't ask me about them. But ma'am, you introduced them to us. We saw them. We just want to know how they doing, So it's kind of like you jump the gun sometimes and want to tell everybody everything. But sometimes you need to like let it turn into a blessing before you share it. Like if it's just in the working stages right now, sometimes you don't need to say it. Like, oh my God, I never forget. One of my friends, she was in the process of buying a house, and she had like got the loan for the house, I think it was, and then she had found the house and put an offer in, and she was like documenting the process, and she was telling everything, and this is what I did, and this is what my loan amount was, and all this stuff. And then something came back and she ended up losing the loan, so the house fell through. So then after that she moved into an apartment. So then she was mad because people was coming on her video saying like, well, I thought you was buying a house, and what happened? She was like, don't worry about my house, don't worry about this, like da, da, da. And it's like, girl, you told them everything about your house. That's why they keep asking. It's like, I don't got time for that. Hold on 1 second. Is it somebody else I need to delete? Y'all to let me know. Because y'all know this Vlogmas, these trolls be out. But yeah, that's why I said, I was like, at some point, like, yes, it is wrong for, people to be all up in your business. But again, if you put your business out there, what you expect? People gonna say something. So it's just like, you can't get mad when they keep asking. It's just like me, all of a sudden tomorrow, or all of a sudden, I changed my channel name to Crystal, and like, y'all don't ever see Courtney. Like right now, y'all don't see her, but y'all know she around. Y'all just know she getting her chochos, or either she getting her sleep because she went and got her chochos. So yeah, y'all know she around, but it's like, what if I stop wearing my ring and then change my channel name, and then y'all be like, where Courtney? And I'm like, stop asking me about her. Y'all gonna be like, fool, what you talking about? She was in most of your videos. What you talking about? So it's pretty crazy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I comment how you look over ignorance, Crystal, because little Tony was about to make my Oak Cliff come out. Oh, yes, girl. I don't know. It's Tony and it's another Daniel Schmidt. Y'all want some attention tonight? Go sit down somewhere. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I think I got it. But yes, y'all. Oh yes, Oak Cliff, Terry, that's my hood. They be playing too. They be trying to play with your girl, cause they know that. Like they know. It's so funny cause y'all know TT, like from Instagram and stuff. What's his name? Quay. Anyway, he from Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? So he did that little segment where he was like, my name is TT. My name is TT. I'm from Oak Cliff and I can't stop throwing these hands. That's for real. Cause y'all know. If y'all from Oak Cliff, y'all know that's how it was. Like it wasn't no mugging nobody. It wasn't no looking nobody up and down, which is so crazy because it's like, why you want to fight somebody? Because they look at you. Maybe they want to see if your shoes match your shirt. Like, that's all they doing. They not really trying to beef with you. But, again, we was always taught, like, somebody look at you crazy, then you be ready to fight. Because, y'all, that's another thing. Like, the Lord has really delivered me from that fighting spirit. Now, I still say it all the time. And, if push come to shove, but I really have been delivered from that fighting spirit. But yeah, growing up, like I was a tomboy. Like I wore Jordans. I got every pair of Jordan that came out every single month. I always took my jeans to the cleaners, got my jeans creased. Like I was a tomboy. Wear a dress, and I think it was because I grew up Pentecostal and we wore dresses all the time. Like we couldn't wear pants. So I wore dresses all the way up until I got to high school. Actually. Until I got to high school. Or was it middle school? No, because middle school I was still wearing dresses. I can't even remember, but it got to the point where my daddy was like, wait a minute. You need to start wearing pants. Because it's like I started feeling that like boobs. I got boobs in the second grade, y'all. I've always like that's another question that I get all the time. People be like, "Oh, when you lost weight, did you lose your boobs?" No, ma'am. My chest did not go down. Like it went down a couple number sizes. But I didn't lose no chest whatsoever. That's why now, like, they just, I don't know. And I ain't gonna lie, I did think that I wanted to, I did think that I would lose some of my boobs when I lost weight. And that's kind of what I was hoping on. Because I was like, oh, I'll be able to wear, like, real cute shirts. Because I won't have these big boobs. I can wear shirts without a bra. Child, I lost weight everywhere but my boobs. But I've had boobs since I was in second grade. So, they've been with me my whole life. So, why would they leave, you know? What high school did you graduate from? From Townview, Yvonne Ayul Townview Law Magnet High School. I started wearing pants when I was 13. Yeah, I was older. Now, what's crazy is my mama let me get my nails done in the 8th grade. I never forget because my cousin had a baby and she needed a babysitter. And she was like, "You gonna babysit for me?" And I was like, "Nope." She was like, "I'll pay you." And I was like, "If you get my nails done, then I'll babysit." And then she was like, "Your mama not gonna let you do that." And I talked my mama into it. I said, as long, because my mama said, "No, if you get your nails done, you're gonna have to keep that up. And I ain't gonna be paying every 2 weeks for you to get your nails done." I was like, "Mama, for real, I'll just babysit or whatever." So she was like, "Okay, if you pay for it, you can get it." So I was able to get my first set of nails in the 8th grade. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing. And then I kept babysitting my cousin's baby, and she would pay just like for my food, for my field every 2 weeks or whatever. And y'all, when I used to babysit my cousin, he used to whoop my ass. He hit me with plastic bats, plastic cars, anything. I'll be sitting on the couch and he'll just come out the room and pop me in my head. And he was a baby, so I couldn't really fight him, but I wanted to fight him. Now he grown though. Try that now. Cool. Oh, you went to SOC. Yay. Oh my God. Didn't y'all just win something that y'all haven't won in a long time? I just heard about SOC. Just went to the, what is it? Look, I'm not good with sports and I don't want to say the wrong thing, but congratulations for that because they were so excited about it. And I saw that they kind of remodeled. Is a turkey leg hut in Dallas. Well, the turkey leg hut is in Houston, but we have Turkey Dam, I think it's called here. Oh yeah, state. That's what it is. They just won. Congratulations on state. And see, at Townview, we didn't have sports. So can't nobody tell me congratulations on state. Because we had band. I was in band my freshman year, but I was only in band until Christmas break, y'all, because in high school, especially in the high school that I went to, since we didn't have sports, they took band very, very seriously. And baby, let me tell you something. I was like, I'm not getting up at no 5 a.m. coming up here in the cold, marching and playing no instrument. I'm not staying after school till no 9 p.m. Like, I want a real life. So I ended up getting out of band, but I did not have time for that. But yeah, anyway, Lexi, they have a turkey leg hut in Houston. I think we got the turkey leg dam or turkey dam or something here in Dallas. And I think I told y'all, but we got a sugar factory here in Dallas now, and I gotta go. Baby said we can go, but we need to go like now. Because look, your girl is really going on a no fast food, no junk food, no fried food. I need to do that for at least a month, y'all. Like, your girl done did too much fast food. So I need to put myself on no fast food, no fried food, no junk food for a month. And my goal is to do that in January. Like I said, my first week getting back on track, I'm not going to go too hard on myself. I'm just going to focus on drinking my gallon of water and fasting. And then that next week, we're going straight into that, baby, because it's been too, and that's another thing too. That's probably, well, not probably, but that is the reason that I'm so tired, or that my body is so tired, because I eat fast food. No, I don't eat it all day or, for every meal, but even just, eating it once a day, like, I need to cut it all the way out. Hey Missy. Hey Crystal, you are so sweet. Have you befriended any other YouTubers, or do you intentionally keep a professional distance? I know many of them can be messy. Some of them stay in drama. Yes, I actually do have a couple YouTube friends. We do talk like off YouTube. But you're right. We just try to keep it professionally. Like, I do believe in collabs and stuff like that because it's fun. It's kind of like having coworkers, that you can work alongside. But you are so right too, honey. Drama is real. And see, Crystal don't do no internet drama because I be ready to pull up. period. So I stay my best. I stay out of it, because you're not finna sit up here in no another state, miles and miles away, talking no noise to me like you know me. We not gonna play that. So I do kind of keep that professional, or that kind of just like cordial distance. But also I do talk to a couple of YouTubers off of YouTube. So yeah, and like, it's crazy because that shouldn't even be our first mind. Like, our first mind should be to link up, and it will be everything. But the way this world happens and the way people do stuff these days, girl, you got to be prepared. You can't set yourself up. And that's one thing, like, I used to always set my own self up, that I would be mad in different situations that I could have really avoided. But me trying to be nice, me trying to be the good friend, me trying to be the supportive, ride or die friend, I get myself caught up in all these situations. So I had to pull back from that. Like, people, it's so crazy because no, you don't do nothing to help people. Like, I mean, you don't do anything for people to do it back. So like, I'm not gonna go to your birthday party so you can come to mine back. But also, to be completely honest, it's also an unwritten rule that if I go to your birthday party, you go back to mine. Like, period. So why is it always I gotta show up for you and you never show up for somebody else? You know what I'm saying? We hated playing Tammy with that 300-piece band. Girl, don't talk about us. Don't talk about us. Like, band was our life. That's what we had. Like, we didn't have nothing else. Now, I think it was in my freshman year or my sophomore year. No, this was my sophomore year. Was it? Yes, it was 10th grade. So my sophomore year, I did try to do, because the way my school was, it was a magnet school. So we didn't have any sports. We didn't have cheerleading. We didn't have drill team. We had no athletics. But since our school didn't have it, you could do what they call A and B days. So you could do an A day at Townview, and you could do a B day at another school. And as long as you were enrolled in that school part-time, then you can play sports. And I really did want to be in drill team. Like, in 7th and 8th grade, I was in the drill team and, stuff like that. Like, I was never a full-fledged, like, cheerleader at school. I did do, like, the little, what they, like, after school cheerleading program or whatever, like the little neighborhood cheerleaders or whatever. Not neighborhood, but like I was on a cheer team or whatever. I did that, and then I was in drill team or whatever. But whenever, yes, Lexi, they out. But whenever, oh, it was somebody else. Hold on. Lexi, I'm finna mod you, sis. Okay, you're a mod. Okay. Yeah, so you can help me, girl. Because they are on it tonight. All right. Look, that made me forget what I was saying. Made me forget what I was saying. But I was talking about the drill team. So yeah, I did that. But anyway, so I told my mom, I was like, I want to be a cheerleader and I want to do this and I want to do that. And she was like, okay, I'll tell you what, this is what we gonna do. You can do this whole half thing. Y'all, I didn't even make it a full 2 days when I did that, because I went to my major school, the magnet school, and then when it got time for my B day, where I went to. Look, my sis that know about socks, she gonna know about Roosevelt dogs. So I went to Roosevelt, y'all. 2 days I made it. My mama was like, hell no, ma'am. You better come on back. And then I did try another school, Kimball Knights. I tried Kimball. Now, Kimball, it worked for me for a little while. Like, I did a couple of night classes over there, and they let me be able to do some stuff. But once I got into, like, the whole cheerleading thing, again, it just wasn't my thing to stay after school and do all of that stuff. Like, oh, thank you, Leslie. It wasn't my thing to stay after school and do that. Like, again, in my mind, I really have a very imaginative mind, y'all. Like, where I just think of like, oh, this is how it's gonna go, and it's gonna be perfect, and this is gonna go off without a hitch, and It's because I watch too much TV, and I think everything gonna have a happy ending. No, ma'am. First of all, when I went to Kimball, like when I went to Velt, like it's called Roosevelt. When I went to Velt, it was it was bad. The kids were bad. Like, fight. I'm talking about soon you get to school, you ain't even walked through the door yet and it's a fight. So my mom was like, I don't want you around there. You just need to go back to Townview. And then I was like, well, let me try Kimball. And I did night classes at Kimball. And it went okay for a while, but then I didn't want to cheer. Like, I went over there and did all of that and I didn't want to cheer. But I still did end up finishing out that semester. So I was doing 2 schools. I was at Townview and then I was doing Kimball. And I gave up the whole cheerleading thing. But she said, LOL, Vel and Kimber, they were our rivals. I know. But look, the good thing is I can't really claim them. I stayed at Kimber for a semester, so I can kind of claim it. But I really didn't stay at Velt but a couple days, baby, because my mom was like, And y'all, if y'all been following me for a while, y'all already know my daddy bought me a car in the 8th grade. So I've had my own vehicle since 8th grade. And so, yeah, like, people, first of all, like, I didn't have like bad high school. Like, I wasn't bullied or anything like that. But I was like considered spoiled because I had my own car. And, you know, I've always been like, my parents, like, I was raised as a child, but they also raised me to be a good adult now. So I was able to, like, I wasn't childish, I should say. Like, I stayed in the kids' place and I was a child, but I wasn't childish. So my parents trusted me a lot. Even though, you know, I still was a teenager and I still, you know, did some shady stuff and some bad stuff. And it's so crazy because now when me and my mama be talking, I be like, girl, let me tell you what I did. She be like, don't tell me because I can still whoop you. I be like, girl, when y'all did this, because I'm going to tell y'all this live story time. Hold on. Hey, JT, yay, I'm here. A lot of schools were ghetto, but I had so much fun. Yes, they were. And like I said, my mom wasn't going to let me stay at Velt because Velt was like, you would get a drive-by. And then, like, it was so funny because, y'all, when I went to Kimball at that time, and now I'm reminding you, this is 2004, 2005, was it that? No, look, I just lied. I graduated in 2003. This was 2002. No, 2001. Girl, I'm old. Oh my God, I'm old. But anyway, this was, I got to high school in 1999. So 2000, 2001, 2000, you know, that or whatever. The high school that I went to was a lot of lesbians. A lot. A lot. And it was just so funny because, like, that was the talk of the school. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And, well, y'all don't have to worry about the girls here getting pregnant. Because even at my school, like, we had a couple girls that was pregnant, like, doing graduation and stuff. But yeah, it went there and my mom was like, oh my God, people don't go to high school to learn no more. Y'all go to high school, which it really did. Like, I liked high school and I liked college. Now, my first year of college was crazy because my daddy, like, you know, picture this. You got your own car. I had a cell phone. Well, before cell phones, I had a pager. But then I did eventually get my own cell phone. I got an allowance. And it was a pretty good allowance because I was an only child. I was a straight A student. Sometimes I made B's. I got in trouble for making B's too. I'm still mad at them for that. But anyway, I was a straight A student. So my parents, like, didn't say no to me because I did what I was supposed to do. But in the same sense, I was sheltered. So I got my own car. Everybody else going to the movies, but I can't go to the movies. Why can't I go to the movies? Like, that's not fair. My mom was like, it's going to be too many people at the movies. Y'all going to be up there. Y'all not even going to watch a movie anyway. Y'all just going down there to mess with people. And I'm just like, no, I want to be a part. So a lot of times I did get left out for a lot of stuff. So when it came to college, hey, Lady K, when it came to college, y'all, I went buck wow. I went to college and lost my whole mind. I went crazy. So I was just like, I got to bring it back. But anyway, I told y'all I was going to tell y'all a live story time, but I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say because I was messing with them trolls. It'll come to me, though. I was supposed to go to Velt, but my mom moved us to North Dallas my 8th grade summer and ended up at Thomas Jefferson. Oh, okay. I know Thomas Jefferson. Cool. Oh my God, I didn't know so many people, like, you know, like, knew the area too. That's cool, y'all. We are getting old. I graduated from high school in 2003. 2003, and it's 2021 right now. That is so crazy. But I am still in the group. Y'all, I'm mad because I really don't remember what I was going to tell y'all about the story time. Because I don't remember what we was talking about, but it was something about what we was talking about. I was trying to think. Hold on. Let me try to think real quick. We was talking about school, buying a car. I can't remember. Oh, I do remember saying that. So anyway, I do remember the story time real quick. So my dad became a preacher. We're not old. Right, you're right. We're mature. We're not old. Oh, you went to tell me old too. Yeah, you're right. We're not old. We're mature. Look, baby laughing at me because I'm tired, so I forgot. Anyway, let me tell y'all this story time for real, then. I'm gonna let y'all go. So, did I forget again? Oh, no, I did forget. So my dad was a preacher or whatever. And this is when he first became like a pastor. And so he was he was a preacher at this time, because in our book, it's a difference between preacher and pastor. Because at that time, he was a preacher. So he just preached at a church where he got to preach on the second and fourth Sunday. So he was just preaching. And then he became a pastor where he had his own church. So that's my clarification. But anyway, when my dad first became a preacher, he was so excited that like he accepted God and whatever. And he wanted to learn so much. And at that time, they used to have these church conferences in Oklahoma. And it used to be called the Azul. And it used to be a 4-day conference, and it was like all churches from everywhere came, and it was Oklahoma from Dallas. Like I think it was like ended up being like 3 hours. And it was at Oral Roberts University. So anyway, they went down there and they would go. So it was a 4-day convention, and it was once a year. But this was like my dad's first, like he had already became a preacher. He was preaching for a little while. And then this came up. So he talked to my mama, and he was like, I want to go, down there. So my mom was like, well, Crystal can't miss that many days. That's 4 days of school, and he was like, well, we teach her so much. She'll be good by herself. So my mom was like, I don't know. And then my mama had talked to my big mama at the time, because my big mama is not my real grandmother, but you can't tell me she's not my real grandmother, because she my real grandmother. That's my big mommy. But anyway, she told my big mama, she was like, look, we gonna leave Crystal at home. If y'all need to do a drive-by, go check on her, make sure she good. But see, my big mama knew that I was a good girl. She knew that Crystal ain't gonna bust a grape in Wetcher's backyard. So I wasn't even worried. But little did she know, Crystal was a good girl only around them. Crystal was not always a good girl. So anyway, my daddy and my mama, they was like, look, this is what we're gonna do. You better go to school every day. If we get any calls saying you didn't go to school, we gonna have problems. You better not have nobody in the house. You better come home, do all this stuff. They gave me all these rules. Then she gave me money for like groceries. She gave me money for gas, and she gave me spending money. So if I didn't want to cook, or cook. If I didn't want to cook, I can go out to eat, or go get me something to eat and stuff like that. So they set your girl up real good. Baby, I don't even think they hit the freeway yet, and I had already called everybody like, look, I'm home alone for the next 4 days. I don't want to be here by myself. Can y'all come over? My cousin came over. All her little boyfriends and stuff came over. My little friends from school came over, and we was just big chilling, big kicking it. And it was my big mama had came by in the church, man, y'all drove up on us. And then my mama always used to tell me, make sure you turn the porch light on. And I'm like, okay, but my friends was over there. We was drinking some Mike's Hard Lemonade. We thought we was grown, and we was just chilling, and we wasn't doing anything bad, but it was bad because we were drinking and chilling out. It's a school night. I ain't supposed to have nobody over here anyway. My big mama came by in that church van, y'all, and I forgot to turn on that porch light. She came and knocked on that door. I was like, oh my God, who's knocking on the door? And then she was like, Crystal, open this door. I'm like, I said, if I would have just turned the porch light on, she probably wouldn't have stopped, because she would have been like, okay, the porch light is on, she good. But because I didn't have the porch light on, she came and knocked on that door to see why I didn't have the porch light on, and opened that door, baby. We had a whole living room full of folks, Mike's Hard Lemonade and everything. And so my big mama was like, Crystal. And I was like, well, we were just chilling. But see, my big mama, she didn't know what Mike's Hard Lemonade was. She didn't know. She thought that was a lemonade. So at the time, she was like, that's why my daddy always preached. Side note, that's why my daddy always be saying, y'all out here trying to be holier than thou. You need to know what your kids doing, what they watching, what they saying, what stuff mean. Because my big mama was so holy, she didn't know what that was. She like, oh, that's lemonade or whatever. So anyway, My big mom was like, I tell you what, y'all just over here chilling. Crystal turn this porch light on. The rest of y'all go home. Y'all got school in the morning. So she didn't even say anything. So I got away with that. So then everything went good with that conference. My parents came back and they was like, oh, okay, well, we didn't hear anything. You did good. So it built trust for them. So after that, it was another one that came up and they ended up going out of town. And it was probably about 3 or 4 days for that one too. And again, like my whole rule when I was growing up was if you do not give them a reason to question you, they won't question you. So I made sure I kept my grades good. I made sure that, I flew under the radar. I didn't do anything crazy. I did have a fight. It's like I had to fight my 9th grade year and I had to fight my freshman year of college. Like them 2 times, like, I don't know. And I guess it's because like, I'm like goofy. I like to laugh. I like to talk. So people take it as a weakness. So people tried to play with me twice. So it's like once I had to beat somebody up, then it was like, oh, she cool. She crazy, but she cool, So I had to prove myself them 2 times. But after that, like I said, I had really good high school life. I had a really good college life and stuff like that. And I've never been like a shy person at all. Like I've always been able to talk to people. Like my first year when I went to college, like my first time having a roommate, she was crazy. I had to tie her up. Y'all, it's a story time on my channel. I had to tie her up because she was taking all them crazy pills. She wanted to climb up the wall and call people and stuff. Paul, I think was his name. Baby, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. I got a class in the morning. I had an earth science class at 8 a.m. I don't got time to be playing with you, ma'am. You need to go to sleep. But after that, the roommate that I got, I literally met her in the lobby. I went downstairs because I was like, look, I need to get up. Went to the housing office. I was like, look, I need to get a private room, honey, because this lady crazy and I'm not finna be in here. So they gave me a private room, but a private room was expensive. You kind of paying double for it versus, if you had a roommate. So my mom was like, well, and my mom, like I got student loans, but like for down payments, like I got loans close to the end of college. Well, I got one my first year. And then what really hit me with student loans was out-of-state fees because I went to Georgia State first. And that's what really hit me with real loans because I had so many out-of-state fees and out-of-state taxes and all that stuff. But when I transferred and went to A&M in Texas, then I didn't have out-of-state fees and stuff. So it was extra cheap. And it was extra cheaper because Georgia State was way more expensive than A&M. So that's where I got like most of my loans from and stuff. But anyway, I went over there and my mom was like, oh, we don't want to pay for that. You sure you don't know nobody? And I just happened to be talking to the girl in there and she was like, yeah, we should be roommates. And I was like, cool. And we turned into roommates and that was like, we was the best roommates all the way up until she ended up leaving. And she ended up leaving school. She had a lot going on. So she ended up leaving. And really, like to this day, and I'm not talking about her, but to this day, like she left school for this boy that she not even with. Like you're not even with him to this day. And it's like you changed your whole life for him. And you're not even with him no more. Like, that's so crazy. And she even said, like, she be like, I regret that I didn't graduate because, and I'm like, I know it's like you end up changing your life for somebody that like you didn't even stay with. Like after you moved back home, like it was all cool and well when you was in college because he felt like, oh, I can come down here and visit you in college and stuff like that. But it's like when you actually went back home to be with him, y'all didn't even end up being together, so that was kind of sucky. She's doing really good for herself right now, but yeah, she ended up like giving up college and everything for that boy. I agree with Don and said, like, oh, you went to Lincoln, Mika? Cool. But y'all was catching on there. So yes, y'all, I got, like I said, when it come to like them little petty story times like that, I got like story times like that, like little petty stuff that I remember growing up, the little bad stuff that I did. Like I wasn't sneaky, but I was. It's like I kept my parents, like my parents knew that I was a good girl. Like I was good in the sense of like, but I had my moments too. I had my little sneaky times where I wanted to try stuff, where I did stuff. I had my little sneaky times. And then it just made it even better because I had a car starting in the 8th grade. So I would do, man, oh my God, I never knew how many times, y'all, I would not turn my headlights on and put my car in neutral and bag it up at the driveway. And then turn it on, turn my headlights on and be gone. My mom them didn't even know I was gone. I'd be gone all night. And I'm being honest, at that time, your girl was at the club. Oh my God, I never forget that. Y'all, I was clubbing at an early age, but not like in a, like I wasn't clubbing and being fast. Like I wasn't out here sleeping around and doing all that stuff. But it was the thrill of it for me. It was the dressing up, going to the club, you know what I'm saying, acting grown. It was that for me. And like, it's crazy because I did all that, still did what I needed to do. My daddy never let me do anything. Like he was so strict on me, so strict. Oh my God. And when he became like a pastor, he used to always be like, now what it look like for the pastor daughter to be out here running amok and I'm up here preaching on Sunday and they like, well, your daughter ain't living. I'm like, oh my God, why do I gotta live with you? You the pastor, not me. Like, oh my God, we used to bump heads all the time. He used to be like, you know what? Go in there and read the Bible. Read a Bible scripture. And he used to always make me read Ephesians 6, 1-3, under thy parents and our mother, which is freshman, all that stuff. And that, like, let me tell you this. Yes, Ephesians 1-3. 6, 1-3 tells you about honoring your parents and them being there. But number 4, verse 4, see, they don't never let you read verse 4. Verse 4 tell the parents, do not provoke your children. So don't be in here hollering and talking to me crazy and all this stuff and you want me to give you respect. Hey, even the Bible say, don't provoke me. So we used to go back and forth with that. But yeah, I wasn't a bad child at all. Like I did everything. Like I was a very active. When I got to like my 6th grade, I was active because I was in chess club. I did all kind of plays and stuff like that. And a little bit in high school, I did drama for a little bit. I had got into drama really good because we used to go to different schools and watch plays and see people play. And I tried to act. The only thing I never could do was the accents. And it's because I'm country. So I can't do a British accent because I'm country. So I could never do it. So that's the only thing that kind of like was a bummer with that. Like I could still like act, I could remember my lines, but when it came to like the characters, like we did Midnight's Summer Dream, and like they had like accents and stuff, and I couldn't do it, and I was so sad because I was like, I'm country, so it's not gonna work. But I still did drama club. I was a debutante, so I was able to do that. That was our senior year that we did. I was a debutante. And you had to like sell ads. Oh my God, that was the time my mama was like, look, you want to do too much. I was like, girl, I want to be in everything. But like I said, I had a good upbringing. Like I don't look back at my childhood and be like, oh my God, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. We used to always say what we wanted our parents to do and all that stuff. But they raised us the best they could and what they knew. Like how can you expect somebody to teach you something that they don't even know they're supposed to teach you? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we are too hard on people around us because we expect for them to know us, know what's in our brain when you haven't even told them. And that brings me back to my first point before I let y'all go. That's the one thing that I really do want to start talking about and just saying out of my mouth, because like I said, yes, in most situations, you can avoid a lot of stuff by just voicing how you feel and what you feel about it. And I got to get to that point where I don't lead with anger, but for real, I'm saying what I feel and how I feel. I'm letting people know like, hey, this is not right. I don't like this. I don't like that, And like I said, it started the other day when old girl tried to play me about answering that one phone call. And y'all, she came to work today. Her eye was black. Everybody at work, y'all, they petty at work. When they want to be funny, they are funny. But today, everybody at work was like, you sure you fell or did somebody beat your ass? Because the way she looked, she told us that she had a hairline fracture in her chin and her jaw was messed up. But when she came to work, she had a black eye and her nose had a bruise on it and it was a black eye. So we was like, well, where is the stuff with your chin and stuff? She was like, oh yeah, it's there. And she was like, yeah, but I fell. She said she got drunk and the dog was running on the sidewalk and she was trying to chase the dog or something, but he ended up turning around and she tripped over him and she fell face first on the concrete. And then she said she was tipsy at the time and that's another thing, when she called to let us know, like, you hadn't sobered up yet. Like, she sounded like she was so drunk. I was like, not you calling your job drunk. But yeah, at work all day, they went out. I'm not went off, but they had me cracking up because they was talking about her ass all day. They was like, you sure nobody beat you up? Because you got to fly back for. You sure all this stuff? I'm like, yeah, we don't know her business. We don't know what she go through outside of work. She said she failed, so we gonna say she failed. That's it. That's all. But yeah, even just voicing it, because I used to get so upset and just be like, oh, well, I can't say anything because they're going to think I'm an angry black woman. But hey, the truth of the matter is they're going to always think I'm an angry black woman, period. Because I'm strong, because I can talk without cussing every word, because I can look you in your eyes and say what it is I have to say to you, because I can pull your coattail and tell you exactly a solution to an issue. Of course, they're going to always say they're intimidated by that, you know, and it's so sad that people have to be, but they're intimidated by that. So, of course, any little thing I do is going to be escalated, and they're going to feel like Crystal is so wrong for saying it. So if I'm going to have that charge, then why not take that charge, you know? But like I said, I'm not going to be the person they want me to be. I'm going to be the person that I am. And I am very respectful. I am very knowledgeable. And my follow-up game is it can't be messed with, period. Like, that's one thing they'll never be able to say is Crystal don't work. But I do want to use my voice more at work. In March, it'll be 7 years that I've been there. And you know, that's another reason that I battle with it too, because it's like, this been 7 years of my life. Like, I don't want to just give it up because other people don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all this stuff was going back and forth in my head. But like I said, being back in my own office makes a world of a difference, because I can go in there and shut all that negativity and leave all that stuff in the hallway. I do not even have to bring it in there. I've been having good days, sitting in my office, chilling, you know, minding my own business, and taking care of business. Like I said, it's the end of the year, so I'm opening and closing a lot of clinics and doing a lot of quotes and catching up on billing and collections and stuff. So I am doing a lot right now. And then the beginning of the year, your girl gonna be really busy too, because that's when we have a lot of add-ons. So anybody who was getting their clinic built, or anybody who switched over the clinic and got it remodeled, like, it's gonna be time to like move them back in and stuff. So I'm gonna be busy too with that time. But yeah, that's my only thing for work. Like, my work game is cool, I'm good on that. I just need to, like I said, just start vocalizing a lot more my feelings on issues, and not allowing me just saying, oh, well, they're dumb, so I'm not gonna say anything, because that's not an excuse. Ignorance is not an excuse at all. Like, it's not. So you got to start saying something. But today at work, they gave us like our yearly Christmas gifts that they give us every year. So we got a bucket of popcorn, a box of candy, a box of a 10 of butter cookies, and a Walmart gift card. And I'm taking my Walmart gift card and buying some PJs. Y'all, I'm obsessed with pajamas. If I buy one more pair of pajamas, Courtney gonna cut me. Because I done bought so many pajamas, y'all. I don't know. Every time I go to a store and I touch it and I say it's soft. Look, I need to do a pajama haul. Because every time I touch a pajama and I say it's soft, I buy it. Like, I need to be buying clothes to wear outside, Crystal. Why is you buying all these pajamas? See, you see my thought process? Try the British accent. I don't even know how to start. What British, like, I can't even start with it. Like, I don't even know how to begin, because I'm country. So when everything I'm gonna say, it's gonna sound country. Like, Courtney say, oh, you sing your words. Like, I say July, or I say McDonald's. Like, you know, and most people say McDonald's or July. Like, but I don't say it like that. Or I say purse or furs. Like, I sing my words. And it's okay, you know what I'm talking about. Would you like a higher position, or are you content with your job now? Lexi, good question. You know what? I am really content with where I am now. Not saying that I can't do a higher position, but if I were to take on more responsibility, I wouldn't want it to be in the company that I'm in now. I would not. Like, I would want it to be with another company. But where I am now, I'm very content. I love my job. I love what I do. I love my salary, and overall, I like the job. And that's the reason why I do put up with it, because I know you guys probably think like, well, Crystal, if you're going through all of this shit, girl, let it go. But honestly, I like what I do, and that is rare. Like, how many people can say that they get up and like literally like their job description? Like, I'll never be able to control people. Even if I go somewhere else, I could go somewhere else and the people could be even worse, you know? And then I could actually hate what my job description is, but I enjoy what I do all day. And it's because I used to always, like, my mama said that, she's like, girl, you was a secretary growing up. You always want to type and answer the phone and doing this. That's why when the help desk position came open, they were like, oh, well, can you cover for a couple months until we hire somebody? But then I got in that position and I shined. I did so well. My boss came to me and was like, look, we're going to give you this amount of money if you decide to keep this position because the customers love you. And I was like, you going to pay me this to do this? Hell yes. Check, So it's like, it's like I knew what I was getting in before I took it as far as work, but I really didn't understand. Like, you would think because I've worked with these people for so many years, because I think of course, we do have like a couple new hires, but for the most part, all of us been there 5+ years. So you would think working with somebody 5+ years, their mannerisms, everyday life, work life. But baby, these people is like 51st days. I swear they forget every day what they supposed to come up there and do. Every time they go to sleep, it's like they brain erasing. Every morning, I got to retrain them on what the hell they supposed to be doing. So, but again, I can't control people. I never will be able to, but I actually like my job description. So, and I like the flexibility of my job because I am a field rep. So, if my customer call me and say, Crystal, I need you here today, I leave the office when I want to. I have the flexibility of going to lunch when I choose. I can work from home if needed. Now, they won't let me work from home because we tried that in the pandemic. They was like, no, you got to come up here. They need to see you. So, but like if worse or the worst, like when I was getting my car fixed, I think I told you guys I was driving and my car just completely cut off by like, it cut off. So it had to stay overnight. So that next day I just called them and say, hey, I can't come in, but I'm gonna work from home. So I like that flexibility of it. And I like I said, my actual job description, it's not too much work. It's not overwhelming work, I should say. It's a lot of work, but it's not overwhelming. Like I'm not out here doing, formulas and fractions all day. Like the stuff that I'm doing is, pretty simple, pretty to the point. And then, like I said, I like the flow of my job. I like that I choose when I want to do something. Like, yes, I have a task to do, but like opening clinics, they give me a deadline. Like they'll be like, okay, this clinic opens January 22nd, but they tell me ahead of time. So I'm able to kind of plan what goes on. So right now I really am content with what I do. And that's the reason why I put up with the fuckery. So yeah, and then like I said, I'm gonna be there for 7 years. My last job I had, I was there for 10 years. I actually quit on my 10-year anniversary. It was my 10th year anniversary, and they were supposed to give me a 10-year anniversary gift. But they was like, well, we technically can't give you the gift because you're quitting. Like you quit on my last day was on my 10-year anniversary. But they were so sweet because what they did was instead of just giving me a gift, they paid me my salary and then they paid me an extra check, just an extra 2-week check. And I was like, oh my God, that was so cool. So that was good of them. They gave me a extra check or whatever. It was like, congratulations on, your future endeavors and everything. But I would have stayed in my old job. Even though I was there for 10 years, I didn't quit on like no crazy stuff. I quit because it was contracted. So they were actually going to lose the contract anyway. And my company, like at that time, we didn't have any more openings here in Dallas. So if I didn't stay, since they were losing their contract in Tennessee, I would have had to go somewhere else. And I wasn't about that. Like I knew that I wanted to settle down. Like the relationship that I was in was stupid. It didn't make sense. And that relationship was ending anyway. So I knew that I didn't want to do a bunch of traveling and stuff. I was like, I need to go and get rooted. And so I end up making the decision to come back to Dallas. And let me tell you how God worked. At the time that I made the decision to move back to Dallas, I did not have a job. Like I had made it up in my mind. I had a savings and I had told my parents, I said, well, listen, I'm gonna move in with y'all until I find me an apartment or whatever. I had a savings. So, if y'all need me to pay for anything, I will. But my parents, I'm an only child. They're like, girl, you ain't gotta pay for nothing. So I could have had free room and board over there at the Hardy's house. But I end up, and that's a whole nother story, I end up getting in a stupid ass relationship. And when I say stupid ass, I mean stupid ass relationship and doing some crazy stuff. That's why I say sometimes we be letting our mind lead us down the path that we don't even need to. I shouldn't even be. Girl, I had a plan. Why did I let my plan go this way? Why? Like, why? And I detoured 7 months of my life for what? To get nothing out the deal. Well, actually to find Courtney, because if I didn't go that way, hell, I probably wouldn't have found her. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess it did end up working out. But yeah, so when I decided I was coming back to Dallas, I didn't have a job. And I had told my mom, and she was like, well, I know somebody that said they're hiring in my current job now, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll see. So I did the application, and they called me for an interview, and I actually drove from Tennessee to Dallas overnight, got here, went to a friend's house, showered, did my makeup, went on the interview, and I should have known something then, y'all, because when I did that, I went back to Tennessee. They called me back and was like, hey, we want to do a second interview. So I was like, well, can we do a Skype interview? Because I live in Tennessee. I don't stay on Tennessee Street. I live in Tennessee, the state of Tennessee. And he was like, well, we really want to do it in person. I'm like, okay. So I drove again overnight from Tennessee to Dallas and did a second interview. And do you know this man had the fucking audacity to call me back for a third interview? I was like, sir, if you don't want to hire me, just say that. You making me spend my nights driving. So I had to drive down here for a third time, y'all, and I was so tired because I would get off of work, go take me a nap, wake up by 8 p.m. I mean, wake up so I can be on the road by 8 p.m. I would make it to Dallas at 5 a.m., give me a little sleep to 7, get up, take a shower, do my makeup, and then go to my interview. I had all my interviews was at 10 a.m. I don't know why that was their time, but all my interviews was at 10 a.m. So I came for the third damn time, did the interview, and then after that, he called me, and he was like, well, congratulations, we want to offer you the position. And I was like, cool. So now I really am coming back to Dallas with a job. And then, but he told me, but it doesn't start for another month. So I was like, cool. So in my mind, I was like, oh, I get a month off from work. I don't have to do anything. I got money saved up. I could just chill for this month, get reconnected in Dallas, hook up with my friends, party, and do all this, and then start my job in a month. No, because the person who I worked for in Tennessee actually had already moved here to Dallas, and she needed me to come and help her. So she got me hired on at her job, and I actually used that month to work with her. And then, before the job that I have now started. And then when this job started, your girl tried to work 2 full-time jobs. I did it for 5 months. I think it was like a total of 5 months. And then I realized, like, why am I working 2 full-time jobs and I can't even spend my money because I'm so tired? I got 1 off day every other week. 1 off day. So it sucks. So I was always at work and all that. And like I told you, I was in a stupid ass relationship and it was not going nowhere. It was, I don't even want to talk about it. It was a bad relationship, y'all. Like, it was bad. So I'm trying to be in this bad relationship on top of having 2 damn jobs. So finally I had to make a decision. I said, are you going to, keep doing this or what? And I was like, nope, I'm going to let this second one go and I'm going to keep the current job that I have. So I ended up letting that job go and I kept this one. And now in March, it'll be 7 years that I've been here. And 7 years that I've been back in Dallas because I literally moved back to Dallas for this job. Like I said, I was going to move back anyway, but like, so now my old company, they end up losing a lot of contracts, but now I see them popping back up in some places. They still don't have anything here in Dallas because that's one thing, Lexi. You asked me if I was content, I really am. But if my old company like came back full throttle back in Dallas, I'll leave at the drop of a hat. I'll go back to my old company because I really did like working for them. And I had moved up in the company. I went from being a patient transporter, like the lowest in the company, to assistant director. So they had room for advancement. They did tuition reimbursement, but for nurses, they didn't do it for me because I didn't do nursing. That's a hater, But yeah, it was really, really cool. All right, y'all, these trolls getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves. Most people like the job. It's really the people that get on their nerves. Yes, and like I said, I just got to the point where I can be anywhere else and people gonna get on my nerves. Hell, I could be at Walmart, in line and somebody gonna get on my nerves. You can't control the people. So since I like what I actually do, then I'm, that's what keeps me going. And I'm just gonna keep telling y'all these story times so y'all can keep saying that they dumb, because that's what it is. I just could not believe all that stuff happened tonight. I was like, y'all did all of that. You drove all that whole hour and you ain't call nobody and tell them. That was so crazy. But anyway, guys, it's after 11. I really enjoy these lives with y'all. Oh my God, just think next Friday's live is Christmas Eve. Like, what? I cannot believe it. Like I said, baby's other last gift that I like ordered online came in. I wrapped it. It's under the tree, so we good to go. I hope she like her gifts. I always get nervous. Like when I'm buying the gifts, like I be so confident. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then it's like once they get here, I be like, oh my God, did I get the right thing? Did I get the right thing? So I always have it. That's how I feel about my daddy headphones. And now he love them. My mama said today, if he pick me up one more time with them headphones on, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm so glad that he like his headphones. It's just funny, girls. They are too funny. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it for tonight, y'all. Thank y'all for being live here with your girl. I'm about to get ready in here, and I ain't gonna even lie. I'm turning on Final Destination, and I'm gonna be asleep before they kill the first one. That's how it works in my neighborhood. So if you're not, make sure that you are subscribed and your notification bell is on, y'all, so you can be notified when I post the next video, which will be tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 18 already, y'all. 18. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for all the love and rocking with your girl. And Koyo, go back to work. You're supposed to be over there working.